I'm noticing some patterns in my verbiage, and one of the patterns that's a little unsettling is how many times in the day I think, ask myself silently in my head, or speak about questions, ask these questions: when, will, how, will, all about the future, and maybe not enough about the present. Every day I'm trying to dwell as much as I can on the present, to be mindful, because ultimately that's what mindfulness is, to be mindful of this particular moment and its blessings. And I try every single day to do that with my food, with my relationships, and in nature. And I try as much as possible to dwell on now and now and now and now, and yet sometimes then and then and then creeps in the future, the question mark. Well, you and I know better than that, and yet we know human nature is we struggle with this, or certainly I do. When do you know you're impatient? It's when things stop happening according to your plan, my plan. When do we not test our patience? When things are going really well and according to schedule, then we don't know that we're impatient. But at times like this, you come up against the mirror, and it's even pointed more closely to your face and to yourself, and you start to realize, that's a freckle I didn't notice. Other people certainly see it. So what's the antidote to impatience other than mindfulness, that challenging commodity? It's certainly gratitude, that's a piece of that, but it's another thing, which is what some people rely on and call faith. And you can call that God or the universe or yourself or the future, however it is that you can hold on to that idea and that word. And another idea that goes hand in hand with faith is more difficult even to pronounce than that, which is surrender. To come to the point in life, many, many times in life, to say, I can only so much, and now I hand this over. This is beyond me. I won't do this alone. I won't create this outcome, this future alone. I rely on other people. I'll rely on community. I'll rely on wisdom greater than mine. I'll rely on God. I'll rely on a source of wisdom. I know ultimately that surrender means I can breathe a little more easily. My heart can beat a little less rapidly, knowing that ultimately this isn't mine to bear alone. I want to conclude with a beautiful reading that's familiar to many of you. It's a small quote. May I look upward into the branches of the towering oak tree and know that it grew slowly and well. Have a good weekend.